Nancy's with us, KI5OZZ, somewhere between Tulsa and Illinois, or Indiana, I'm sorry, Indiana, yeah. KI5OZZ, Nancy, you with us this morning? And we're going to go down south to Jacksonville next. Go ahead, Nancy. All right, nothing heard. Let's head down to Jacksonville. K8JAX with W8JAX. And, of course, K9LUCY. Good morning, Rod, Wendy, and Lucy. How y'all doing? This is AAHCF.
Hey, good morning there, Gary. Here is W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian, along with
K9LUCY and W8K8JAX. I'm sorry. Anyway, we're having a good morning down here. It's a little cloudy, but nice morning, and hope it's not too bad up there for everyone. Everyone drive safely.
Yeah, like I mentioned to Jim earlier this morning, we're going to get some of your cold down here in Jacksonville as well in the next 2 days. We're going to be in the mid-50s for our highs today and tomorrow. So we're currently at 50 right now, so it's not going to rise too much today. And but by Saturday we'll be back in the 60s. So anyway, I wish we could be at the meeting tonight, but we're not going to be able to make it. But it did remind me that I got to get some plane tickets for Dayton. So maybe today is the day to figure out if I'm flying into Indianapolis or Cincinnati or Dayton or Columbus. Who knows? Anyway, back to you, Gary. WHAAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All right, Rod and Wendy. Wendy, you must love your pooch. You put her before yourself. I love that. Anyway, it'll be great seeing you guys. Well, it was great seeing you guys at the Christmas party, and we'll have to make a point of getting together for dinner down in Dayton. So it sounds like a plan. Let's see. I think we'll clear with Jacksonville. Always a pleasure. You guys take care. And well, I think you'll manage if it dips down to the 60s, even the high 50s. Yeah, that's not too awfully bad. Stay away from the white stuff, though. Yeah. All right, clear with the JAXs. Let's see. Let's get our mobiles and short timers in here. Let's get our mobiles first. If you're mobile, I'd love to hear what you have to say about the roads. Mobile operators, come on down. This is AA8CS, and then we'll get our short timers.
Whiskey 8, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Stu, Sherman, Ohio, Mobile.
All right. B8STU Mobile. Stu, what do you say, buddy? How's the roads?
Good morning. The roads are for poop, and they're pretty bad. I've been following, I'm still going to be following IC, going the same way I am. Let me turn this radio down here. Found this little Chevy, by a little 4-cylinder, real small thing, mate. Man, I've been stuck behind him since Painesville. And I feel bad because he's only doing like between 15 to 25. That's about it. 45-mile-an-hour area. And but the roads are really bad here. I'm just now leaving Concord Township. I'm probably about 10 minutes behind because of this, Philip. But yeah, you can't fault him. If I get to work or whatever, he's going all over the place. Now that I'm on Auburn, the roads are, they probably got 4 inches of snow on them. So I got to make sure I stay back from this guy because I don't want him to go in the ditch. We're doing we're doing 25 in a 45 at the moment. So, get over there, mister. everybody be really careful today. The roads are a poop. So I always leave really early, so I'm imagining I'll get to work on time, but be careful, everybody. 16 degrees at the moment. With that, I'll say 73. Big A to Lise, and until we talk again, God bless everyone. Back to net control. WS to you.
All right, Stu, very good. Yeah, my brother lives in Chardon, and he's not there right now, but he does live up there, and I've experienced it firsthand. I've been up there, 1.5 foot of snow at his house, and by the time I got down to mine, there wasn't anything. So, yeah, that that lake effect is a real thing. That's for sure. All right, Stu, take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you again real soon. All right. If you're short time, in and out, come on down. This is AA8CS.
KE8OWX Mobile.
Number 3, Kilo, Golf, Delta, Mobile, N3 KZD, Asheville County.
Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Alpha Hotel Kilo, mobile and short time.
Kilo, Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, in and out.
November 8, Yankee Mike Yankee, N8, YMY John. We'll be in and out. We'll see you at the meeting tonight, 7-3.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG. Nick, back of the short bus, please.
W8 GXX, in and out. Have a great one, Gary.
The same thing in the back of the short bus, but respect the roads that well mentioned about.
W8WKY.
Kia A Sir Pato Sir, Martin Wadburn, short time.
Good morning. Here's Whiskey 8 Delta Echo Charlie. Matt in the Mobile, Ashtabula County. I'm going to be in and out this morning. Everybody have a good day.
All right, nicely done. Here's the lineup. KE8OWX Mobile. KGD Station Mobile. Stand by. We'll get right to you. KF8AHK Mobile. Let's see. KF6POE. Christian, good morning to you, sir. In and out. I have you in and out along with John in 8YMY. We'll see you tonight, John. That's for sure. You take care and have a fabulous day. Nick's at the back of the short bus, and WA8GXX was in and out. KC8FQV. I think we're going to tie into the back of the bus, maybe, somewhere. Do you have skis, Mark? Just wondering. KC8FQV's in there. KE8SFS is short time. And W8DEC Mobile. Matt, I have you in and out. Thanks for stopping by and waving a hand. Do appreciate that. Let's get to it. KE8OWX Mobile to take it. AA8CS and KGD Mobile, you're on deck.
Hey, good morning, Gary. We're doing all right here. I think, as Stu mentioned, the biggest problem is the other drivers, but we're making along here with the roads. 76 is by far the worst, other than the side roads, and we're still moving along at a decent pace. There was a pretty good accident on 8 North between Talmadge and Howe that had things backed up to the central interchange. But other than that, that's the only accident I've seen so far. Knocking on wood here. I'm almost to the office. It looks like I'll be on time, which is not expected with today's weather, but everybody have a good one, drive safe, and we'll catch you tomorrow. KE8OWX, back to net control.
All right, Thomas. Yes, get me to work on time. Yeah, there we go, buddy. All right, you take care. Be safe. Thanks for that report. Do appreciate that. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. Almost forgot that. And you know why? Because it is. All right, KGD, I need the rest of your call, please. And I have you mobile, so come on down. Let us know what's going on. This is AAHCS. And Dale, AHK, you're on deck.
AAHCS, here is November 3, Kilo Golf Delta, repeating. November 3, Kilo Golf Delta, mobile in Ashtabula County. On the way back home to Erie, PA from work. 15 degrees right now. East of Ashtabula on the 90 is not too bad. It's drivable. Haven't seen any accidents. It's got light snow. And didn't take any reports for accidents at all throughout my shift at work tonight. So I think we're doing a pretty good job out here. Stay 73 to everybody, and have a good day. And 3KGD back to net.
In 3, KGD, mobile. I think the name there is Nick. Good to hear you this morning. Thanks for the report. And you be safe out there. And stay warm. Don't forget that. That's always a good thing. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, my friend. We'll talk again soon. All right, Dale, you're up. KF8, AHK Mobile. To take it, this is AAHCS. And KE8 SFS, you're up next.
AAHCS, KF8 HK here, down here in Louisville, heading into the office. I live in the country, work in the country, so I take back roads to work. They are snow covered and slick, good enough that I engage the 4-wheel drive. So that's what it's like over here in Louisville. Everybody have a great day. Be safe out there and enjoy this beautiful snow-covered landscape. With that, hand it back to Net. KF8 AHK 73. Everybody.
All right, 73, right back at you, big guy. You take care. Yeah, I was going to say, if you live in the if you live out and you work out, then yeah, 4-wheel drive's probably a good selection. So thank you for being here this morning. We do appreciate that, and just don't forget to have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, despite the snow. Actually, it's really kind of pretty, isn't it? But then they screw it all up. You know, they scrape it off the roads and you know, put salt down and stuff, and then it gets all gunky, and that's okay. We'll keep the roads clear. All right. Yeah, they're going to clear our roads for our meeting tonight. Okay, let's see who's next. Looks like KE8 SFS. Mark to take it. This is AAHCS. Short time, Mark. What's up?
Oh, nothing too much. I'm just saying hello and everything, and I'm going to get a new bed today. They're coming today to give me a new bed, so I'm going to be sleeping on a bed. You know, I've been sleeping on the couch lately, and the couch has been getting to me, but I'm getting a new bed today. You know, so anyhow, I'll see you tonight at the meeting, as usual, and everybody have a good day. 73 Jerry and Kia at 8 Sir Pato Sir.
All right, Mark. You know, I've slept on the couch many a nights. Yes, I have. But a bed is much, much better. All right, sir. You take care, and we will see you tonight. We're going to clear with KE8 SFS, KC8FQV. Mark, do you have skis? We might hook you up to the back of the bus. What do you think about that? This is AAHCS. Go ahead.
Good morning, Gary, KCFK. Yeah, I was looking around when I woke up this morning at 6:30. Yeah, roads were all yellow, like Phil said down there. It's starting to clean up a little bit, but also I've seen ODOT has 90 with that variable speed limit down at 40 miles an hour. And when you're looking at some of the roads. Some of the freeway main lines are clean, but the on-ramps, there's not a lot of traffic on them yet. So it all varies. So just because one place, looks real good, be prepared that it could change suddenly. Like you're talking about, you went from Geauga County up in Chardon to your place. It was nothing. But I think we got a little more coverage this time, Gary, but still the same thing. But that's what I had was, I think ODOT sort of knew, but it was a hard thing when to pull the thing to start doing their thing. And I think it might have been a little earlier than they thought. I think it might have been a couple hours earlier because they weren't able to do whatever. But they're going to do it. It just takes time, and then it takes traffic, like you say, to grind it up and then put more down. So we'll send it back your way, Gary. So just drive with respect the roads, and you'll get there. KC8FQV.
All right, Mark. All right, you take care, buddy. I looked outside, and Sadie went outside this morning when I got up. It looked. I'm thinking about 2 inches. I think I'm on the same page that Tom KA8MNT's on. We got a couple inches here in Fairlawn, I believe. I didn't measure it or anything. I just eyeballed it. A couple inches, maybe 3. I don't know. But it'll all be cleared up by this evening. Let's see. KC8FTV, we're going to clear with you. We are at the back of the bus. Yeah. And I want to know if the chewing gum loses its flavor under the bus seat overnight. KD8SLG with the answer. This is AA8CS. Good morning.
W8WKY. Yep, haven't keyed up in over an hour, but that's when my node decides to ID. AA8CS is KD8SLG. Good morning, Gary, and all the Barometer Netizens. Tell you what, Gary, the gum under the seat on mornings like this is frozen. I think I chipped a cap. Looking forward to a Ohio burrito or Texas burrito, depending on your choice, tonight at Casa Nuestra at 5 o'clock. Going to be meandering my way up that way as soon as it gets daylight, I guess. Looking forward to the meeting tonight. Should be a great time. And I'm going to leave you with another George Carlin today. You'll appreciate this one, Gary. The older you get, the better you realize you were. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control. See you tonight.
That's what we call classic Carlin. Yeah. Isn't that the truth? Yeah. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. I think that's the way it goes. KD8SLG, we're going to clear with you. You take care of yourself. We'll see you tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right. I'm at the bottom of my list. Let me take a moment, re-identify this as the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. Yeah, name here is Gary. The call, AA8CS. Custom select in some circles. And I'm going to pencil in N8WS, K8AGW, KA8MNT, and WB6BJN. Pencil those guys in, and the rest of you, when you check in, please give me your name, your location, of course your call, and let me know if you're mobile or not. We'll we always pay attention to our mobile operations. So, I'm looking for check-ins. This is AA8CS, and I'm listening.
KD8YHT Portable, Dave.
Juliet Kilo Oscar, Joe in Willoughby. Nicely tucked in at home.
KD8YHT, Dave.
K8HNK.
Kilo, Foxtrot, 8, Delta, Tango, Papa, KF8, DTP, Lori, Mobile.
KD8 ZSH, Randy in Akron.
Kilo 8, Charlie Whiskey Sierra, K8 CWS, Corbin in Columbus.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Foxtrot India with KF8 FIW Jim in Avon.
Kilo Echo 8 Victor Oscar X-Ray KE8 VOX Scott and Vermilion.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Quebec Sierra, KE8 VQX, Joe in Akron.
All right, nicely done. Yeah. Let's see. Here's who I have. KD8YHT, N8 JKO, KE8 HNK, KF8 DTP Mobile. I'm assuming UIB is with you, so I jotted him down as well. KD8 ZSH, K8 CWS, KF8 FIW. KE8 VOX and KE8 VQX. I don't think I missed anybody. Let's get our mobiles in here. Let's see. It would be KF8 DTP, Lori, and KE8 UIB. John, if you guys are together, that would be the case anyway. Go ahead, Lori. This is AA8CS. Good morning.
AA8CS from KF8 DTP. Absolutely. KE8 UIB is with me. Hold on one sec.
Good morning, Gary. Everybody on the net.
All right. Yes, we're doing our lovely drive from Maslin to Hartville. And when the weather is bad like this, John usually drives and I play radio. 7 years I worked at Family Dollar. All I had to do was do a 2-minute drive. So I'm not as experienced as driving in the snow as John is. So we switch up on those days. But with that, the roads are kind of icy in spots. So everybody be safe driving today. This is KF8 DTP right along with KE8 UIB, living the $5 dream a nickel at a time. 7-3, y'all.
All right, Lori and John, thank you for being here this morning. I got to tell you, the $5 dream a nickel at a time coming out of your mouth there, Lori, is spectacular. I just got to say, it has a whole new dimension to it. You know what I mean? So you guys are both living the $5 dream a nickel at a time. That means you got a couple nickels in the pot. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the case, and that's a great thing. Anyway, you guys take care for icy roads, and it is 13 degrees here in Fairlawn. So I'm sure it's chilly down there as well. Probably not as much snow, but nevertheless. Take care, be safe, stay warm, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Clearing with DTP and UIB. That's all I saw that was, or all I heard that was mobile, so let's go to the top to Dave. KD8YHT. Dave, you are up, and JKO, you're on deck.
And good morning, KD8YHT. 2 inches of snow, 12 degrees, New Franklin, Ohio. That's the Portage Lakes area, the western side, just south of Barberton, Norton area there. Got 2 inches of light, fluffy snow. As soon as I decide to go outside, I'm going to get my snow blower out, which is a backpack blower, and blow the deck off and the walk. And I think it'll do a better job, and I'll get it down closer to the concrete and asphalt. Everybody be safe. Salt doesn't work now. Quit working at about 15 degrees. So y'all have a good day. KD8YHT.
All right, Dave, thanks for that. 2 inches, 12 degrees, New Franklin. My brother lives in New Franklin, my other brother. I have one in Chardon, one in New Franklin area there, and it's I think we got about 2 inches here in Fairlawn too. I just guesstimate it as looking out the backyard, but a little bit of snow. That's what they say. In everybody's life, a little bit of snow must fall. KD8YHT, we're going to clear with you. Let's see what Joe has for us. N8JKO. Good morning, Joe. Bet you it's a different story up north there. This is AAACS and H&K. You're on deck.
Remember, I'm on the same street your brother's on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot. I should have... That's fabulous. All right. Well, listen, if you see him, tell him I said hi. Haven't talked to him in a while. KD8YHT. Thanks, Dave. Let's go up north. Willoughby, I think. N8JKO to take it. AAHCS, H&K on deck.
Good morning, Net Control. Good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. Well, we got 17 degrees up here, 73% humidity. Yes, we did have some white stuff fall, and I mean it was snow, not my dandruff. But we're okay. Don't have a gauge out there to measure the snow. I should take one of these years and put it out there. But it was enough for the trucks to come plowing through in our condo association, so yay team. We're going to tuck ourselves in today, going to work on some projects here. Unfortunately, the bad weather kept me from seeing my son yesterday. He had his birthday. He was within 4 days of good old dad, so boy, that got under my skin. I really like to spend time with my son. But I'll make up for it one way or other. I'll find a cheap excuse to break for time.
W8WKY.
Anyway, things are okay here, and I'm not going to say a single thing about losing power or such. I'm not going to tempt Murphy. Everything is fine here, and I will send it back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless. And 7-3. N8JKO back to Net Control.
All right, Joe. Very good. And good decision not to tempt fate there. That's for sure. You take care and have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. Stay warm as well. All right. And by the way, yeah, I get it. And you want to take every opportunity to spend time with your son. And as I took every opportunity to spend time with my father, we had a couple projects that we did together, including a set of speakers that we built. He did the woodwork, and I did the electronics, the crossover and stuff, and we made a great team. And unfortunately, he passed before we could make our still. We were going to brew some whiskey, but anyway. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. Let's see what is on Elmer's mind. KE8HNK to take it, and N8WS, you're on deck.
KE8HNK, AACS, good morning, Gary. Good morning to the rest of the listeners. As always, I'm here at the base station when the schools are closed. So I just kind of wanted to give you a quick rundown. Anybody's listening that has got their kids getting ready to go. There's a lot of them, but I'm just going to give a quick rundown of the ones in our area. Of course, Akron and Barberton both are closed. Fairlawn and Copley are closed. Fairlawn Village Preschool, Fairlawn West Preschool is closed as well. Twinsburg is closed. The new Franklin schools, Copley, Portage Lakes Career Centers are closed. I'm going through some more of these here real quick. Let me buy some time. A lot of the Catholic schools are closed, including St. Augustine. St. Augustine is not closed due to the snow, though, but due to the sickness spreading through the school with the children. So we're off anyhow today. Other than that, Manchester schools are closed. Some, of course, Norwalk, Norton, Wayne County, Wadsworth are closed as well. Painesville, Painesville and Palmer Heights are closed. The Summit Portage Lakes Career Center, and there's a lot more Ravenna, and there's a lot more that are closed, but just check the school closing list before you head out. Of course, got about 2 inches of snow here at the homestead. Got to go take care of the chickens, so get them their water and their food. And with that, Gary, I'm going to turn it back over to you, K8H&K, back over to AHCS.
All right, Elmer, very good. I remember when I was in school in Copley here, we had a superintendent, and I love the man, by the way. Halchin was his last name. Superintendent, he'd go out in his four-wheel drive, and if he could get through, then school was open. So we didn't have very many school closings, although I think the weather was a little bit more intense then than it is now. 2 inches of snow would have been, we'd have been standing at the bus stop, that's for sure. All right, we're going to clear with H&K. Let's pick up the National Weather Service. N8WS, good morning, Bill. Good to hear you. Well, it will be. I heard you earlier, so I know you're out there. That's good to know. And let's see, ZSH, Randy, you're on deck.
AHCS in the group, N8WS. Good morning, fearless leader. Yeah, I get up pretty early every day. And lately I've been checking in with the guys on the pre-net. Anyhow, I think it's snowing over on Chenango, but it's not snowing here. That's crazy weather. Okay, air quality index this morning is at 30. Tropo is at a 0. My sunrise is 7:50. My sunset 5:28. Length of day 9 hours 38 minutes. And let's see here. I got 8 degrees this morning. Actually, my thermometer says 11. Humidity 83%. Wind speed west at 9 miles an hour. Barometer 2971. Dew point 4 degrees. Visibility, it ain't 10 miles, I'll guarantee you that. I don't see the lights. I can barely see the house lights over on Chenango, and that's about, maybe a half a mile away. Wind chill is minus 5 degrees. If you're going out, bundle up. Prediction for today is snow likely mainly before 1 p.m. Cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 19. Wind chill values as low as minus 3 degrees. Northwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 60%. Yeah, the amounts don't matter. It differs all over the place. And let's see here. Solar flux indices 127. Sunspot number 82. A7K is 3. Geomagnetic field is unsettled. No east skip predicted. SpaceWeather.com. ISS medical evacuation. What is that? Underway. A medical problem with an unidentified member of the Crew 11 on International Space Station has prompted a return to Earth for the entire four-person crew. They left the station yesterday, January 14th, are expected to splash down on board a SpaceX return capsule today, January 15th, off the coast of California. Watch live coverage on NASA's YouTube channel. And we have 4 sunspot groups on the sun. Airplanes misplaced during a geomagnetic storm. Geomagnetic storms play havoc with airplanes. That's unreal. But it also does your GPS the same way. So, good article. It shows the map there, too. Yeah, excellent. Back to you, fearless leader. AAHCS in the group, 7-3, everyone. N8WS.
N8WS, AAHCS. All right, Bill. I found that article. I just pulled up space weather and glanced down at the article about the geomagnetic storms affecting planes and where they are. It's kind of an interesting map. Blue and red. Red is where they had anomalies detected, and I think that is fascinating. And if you think about it, that can actually affect you on us if we're using GPS on Earth here in our cars. Yeah, it does, and that's something to think about. It surely is. All right, Bill, good to hear you again. You've been with us for many, 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 many years, and one of these days I'm going to ask you if you know how many years you've been on the Barometer Net. It's been a while or two, maybe even 3. You never know. All right, clearing with N8WS. Let's see what Randy's up to. And the Amigos, Athos, Portos, and Aramis. Well, maybe it's not them, but nevertheless. Randy, how you doing? KD8ZSH to take it. This is AA8CS. And K8AGW, Dan on the North Coast, you're on deck.
KD8ZSH. Morning, Gary. Good morning, everybody. Oh, doing pretty good. I've got one in my lap, and the rest of them are snoozing. We got a good picture this morning, or actually my wife did. She got all 4 of them in the same picture, all at the same time, sitting down being good. That doesn't happen very often. So maybe I'll send it to you, Gary. Well, just want to say hi to everybody. I hope everybody stays warm, stays safe, is able to enjoy the day, and hope your year is turning out pretty good. This is KD8ZSH clear and back to net. 73s, everyone.
W8WKY.
All right, Randy. I would love a picture. I know I have pictures of other folks' dogs, and Ray, K5CFY, his Fred, great hound dog. He's definitely a hound dog, and Lucy from Jacksonville, and just do enjoy the pups. Absolutely enjoy the pups. They probably enjoy the snow pretty much, too. They probably do. I know Sadie does. She loves to be outside when it's snowing. All right, let's see. We're going to clear with Randy. Let's head up to the North Coast. K8AGW to take it. This is AA8CS in Corbin. K8CWS in Columbus. You're on deck. Go ahead, Dan. What do you have for us this morning? How's Mama Fran? And how's the North Coast? This is AA8CS.
Morning, everybody, from KDGW, and I guess it's just like everywhere else. We got snow. We don't have too much, maybe 2 or 3 inches, something like that. And the old man pulled the garbage containers up alongside the house behind the garage back building last night before the snow come down. And so Mama Frank got up this morning about 4 o'clock. She said, "Hey, Dan," he said, "it's quit snowing." She said, "I think I'll roll the containers all the way to the street side, you know." And I said, "No, you better not, you know, that's too dangerous, ice, everything." So she says, "No," she says, "I'll get her done." So, yeah, she's a tough old lady, I guess. So she bundled up and got her boots on and grabbed her cane and walked it out to the curbside with it. So I told her now, when she came back in, I said, "You stay in today. Now I'll retrieve the empties and take them back where they're supposed to be." But yeah, it's bitter cold out there. It's pretty sharp. So and just a little while ago, the lady, she rolled out of bed. She's shoveling her driveway across the street there, but she's quite a bit younger than me. So anyhow, that's the way it goes. But anyhow, it's January, so it seems like every time we have a radio club meeting or something, we have rain, snow, or something. But hopefully all goes well tonight. Good attendance and all well with your meeting there. So with that, 73 Gary, and everybody stay safe, stay vertical, and stay well. With that, 73 from K8AGW, sending back to net control.
K8AGW on the North Coast. This is AA8CS. All right, Dan. So let me get this straight. You were thinking, possibly, that your wife, contrary to most wives, was going to heed your instructions or your advice, I should say. All right, Dan. Good luck with that. And that's the way it goes. You're not gonna tell them what to do and what not to do. So you just kind of live with it, right? All right, we're gonna clear with K8AGW, the purveyor on the North Coast. Do appreciate you, Dan. You take care, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Heading down to Columbus. I'm curious as to what kind of snow you have down there, Corbin. K8CWS. This is AA8CS and KA8MNT. Tom, you're on deck.
AA8CS and the net. This is K8CWS. Corbin down in Columbus. We got 16 degrees running up to 23. The feels like says 6 below. North-northwest winds at 11. And let's just put it this way. I see grass. So we do not have near the snow that you all have up there. We have a dusting, just maybe around an inch or a little less. I'm very fortunate that I'm working from home today. I would not want to be out on the roads because I suspect it is icy, at least on the surface roads. Schools are open down here, which I was surprised to see. I expected at least a delay. And I do think some of the more rural districts surrounding the city do have delays, which isn't as surprising. But not nearly the weather up there that you all have up north. Excuse me for a second. I'm fortunate. So I made a goal earlier, or coming into the year, that I wanted to be able to contact the ISS by the end of the year as sort of a goal for myself for this relatively new hobby of mine that I'm falling in love with so fast and so hard. Well, my Elmer, who is heavily involved in AMSAT, is a very kind and generous gentleman, and I told him that, and he very kindly sent me a directional satellite antenna. So I just got quite a bit closer to contacting, so I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully we get a little bit warmer weather here in the next little bit. I don't have my hopes up for that, but we'll give that a try. So 1 second. That's it for me this morning. Gary, thanks for picking me up. I appreciate it. Send it back to net, K8CWS, 7-3's all.
K8CWS, AA8CS. All right, Corbin, very good. Great goal. That's a good one. Yeah, I do like that. I'm glad that you are enjoying the hobby the way you are. It is a fabulous hobby. There are all kinds of avenues to go down, and the hobby truly opens up other avenues as well, as you probably already know, and obviously you're experiencing it. All right, Corbin, take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, because it is thoroughly terrific, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, clearing with CWS. Let's head down to Canton. KA8MNT to take it. AA8CS on this end, and KF8FIW. Jim, you're on deck.
AA8CS, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Gary, and everybody else that is on the net this morning.
Well, we'll start off as usual. We've got 12 degrees down here in Canton with a just a mile-an-hour wind and probably about 1.5 to 2 inches of snow on the ground. The barometer is sitting at 29.68. Today's high is going to be, what is it going to be? Oh, there it is. 16 degrees, cloudy, with a 39% chance of rain. So, or it's not rain, but snow. So that's what we've got going on down here today. Kind of on the cold side, and maybe a little bit more snow on the ground. So, let me see here. Linda and I are planning on coming up for the meeting tonight, but it's going to depend upon what the rest of the day looks like. When we get up there, we're planning on having some fun, and there'll be other people involved, and that's all I'm going to say. So, let me see what else is happening. Not too much else going on down here, except it's chilly and there's a lot of snow. I've been working my 3D printer quite a bit lately, getting some stuff done for ham radio and a couple of friends that needed something. So I've been working on that stuff. Let's see, I'm just rambling. So what I'm going to do is grab a quick nickel here.
W8WKY.
KA8MNT returning. A man went to the police station wishing to speak to the burglar who had just broken into his house the night before. Well, the desk sergeant said, well, you'll get your chance in court. And the man said, no. I want to know how he got into the house without waking my wife. I've been trying to do that for years. And with that, I'm going to say 7 threes, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango. Turn everything back over to the Academy Award-winning AA8CS.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's be pragmatic about the situation, right? And you forgot. Well, no, I didn't win this year. I was hoping for that Golden Globe. I really was. But to no avail. Anyway, good to hear you. Hopefully you can make it. Sounds like fun. I'm very curious as to what you have in mind. KA8MNT, we're going to clear with you. Let's see what Jim's up to. KF8FIW, you're up, and WB6BJN. Mark, you're on deck.
Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the Barometer Net. This is Jim, Juliet, and Mike. KF8FIW from Avon. It's about 15 degrees. Haven't gone outside yet, but eyeballing it, I'd say 3 to 4 inches of snow. I work from home, so I'm blessed on a day like today, at least, and was doing some paperwork while listening to the net. And then as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to wrap up and go outside, blow off the snow with my 1997 MTD snowblower, which has been probably the best thing I ever bought since I became a homeowner in that same year. It's outlasted several cars, 2 kids through college, and multiple jobs. So I hope everybody's staying safe out there, particularly people who have no choice and have to go out on the road. And we're wishing everybody the best. This is KF8FIW.
KF8FIW, AA8CS. All right, Jim. Sounds. Yeah, it's quite the day, and It's fine. I mean, down here we're good. We don't have much snow, but having a snow blower is a nice thing to have. Yes, it is. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. So a friend of mine has a truck and a plow, and once he's done with his rounds, he comes and takes care of me. I don't need to get any place anywhere quick. So if he'll be here probably around 10 o'clock or so, and take care of the driveway. So I'm happy with that. All right, Jen, take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. We'll talk soon. KF8FIW, we're clearing with you. Let's head down to Clarksville, Tennessee. WB6BJN. Good morning, Mark. What's on your mind this morning? And how's the weather in Clarksville? This is AA8CS, and VOX, you're on deck.
Good morning, Gary, WB6BJ, and I'm going to focus part of my discussion here on your area and much of the Midwest. The weather here in Clarksville is cold, and it's going to continue cold. Let me give my conditions. 30.05.7 and holding steady on the barometer. 22.6 degrees, feels like 15, humidity 67%, wind 12, 7 gusting to 12, so it's 12 peak and 7 gusting to 12. Dew point 13.3, that's dry. That's why we got that low humidity of 67, 13-degree dew point. And yesterday we had 0.21 of an inch of rain. Had a high yesterday of 53.6. That was reached very early in the morning. Had a low yesterday which was reached last night before midnight at 28.8 degrees. And if it makes 33 today, we'll be lucky. Let me take focusing my discussion today on the Midwest, which is going to much of the Midwest from Wisconsin, all of the upper Midwest, all the way into Ohio and parts of Kentucky, and even here into Tennessee is going to be extremely cold. In fact, bitter cold by next Tuesday. Actually, from next Sunday night all the way into next Tuesday, and possibly beyond. So if you're looking for any real warm-up, not for a long while yet. Let me take a break. Continues to be the warm area in the west. It's going to be in the 70s and 80s in Los Angeles, foggy in the San Joaquin Valley, and which is normal when it's warm everywhere else in the west. They're cold with fog, and much of the west is going to stay dry. It's everything from the Rockies eastward that's going to be cold and snowy, and Arctic front after Arctic front after Arctic front is going to continue to move through into the middle of next week. We get a little break tonight and Friday as winds turn southwesterly ahead of a next front which comes in tomorrow and tomorrow night. That affects everybody from Texas and Oklahoma all the way to the Midwest, including the Mid-South where I am, and even the Deep South into Florida could get colder. And it just gets progressively colder. And the reason that the snow has closed the schools in a lot of places, let me take a break. Not so much the amount of snow, it's the cold air at the surface, which makes for very dangerous driving conditions, very dangerous conditions overall. And folks, we're talking wind chills and temperatures, the combined effects of those by next week, which is going to cause bitter cold that could be below zero in the Midwest. This is a dangerously cold situation, and There may be relief coming way late next week as the western high breaks down. Let me take a... Node reconnect there or do its ID thing. So that's going to be the situation. If that low starts to break or high starts to break down in the west, hopefully things will change and we'll get a period of more milder air. But there's just front after front of Arctic air coming through, and it's just going to pump more Arctic air in at least through Wednesday and Thursday of next week in much of the nation east of the Rockies. So there you go. That's pretty much the weather. Florida will also cool off, like they were saying when they checked in from Florida. It's going to get cold down there for them, which will be in the 50s and 60s for highs, and maybe 20s and 30s for places for lows. It's going to get cold. Back to you there, Gary. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is winter. Back to you, sir. WB6DJ.
Mark, thank you for that. Hey, I was looking for your email address on QRZ, and it's not there. If you could send me an email, I would really appreciate it. I'm current in QRZ. Actually, my email is GaryCShorter@gmail.com, or you can use the ARRL reflector. If you'd shoot me an email, I would really appreciate it, Mark. And you take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday in the meantime, and we'll talk to you again soon. WV6BJN. We're going to clear with you. Let's head up to Vermilion. Yeah, on the North Coast. K8VOX. Scott, what do you have to say to us, buddy? This is AA8CS.
Morning, Gary.
Can I interject something right now?
K8VOX. Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion, Ohio. Well, the only thing I got to say for you, Gary, is if you need me, I'll call you. Because we got 16 degrees up here. Barometer's holding steady at 29.53, but the wind is wicked. Out of the north, northwest, north, northeast, 23 miles an hour. Lake temperature is 33.6, and I can still see grass in spots. But right next to the green grass is, 2-foot drifts or so. So, not planning on going any place today unless it's an absolute emergency. And that's pretty much it. I think I'll just stay in on the warm side of the door and play around with the radio and play around with something, because I sure ain't going out. It's K8VOX sending it back to AA8 Custom Select. 73, everyone. K8VOX in Vermilion. That kind of, the 2-foot drift doesn't surprise me, especially with that kind of wind. The cold is the cold. I'm going to take a moment here and, you know what? I'll talk about the meeting in just a second. We're going to clear with KE8VOX, and last on the list here, Joe, KE8VQX. This is AA8CS. Good morning.
AA8CS, this is KE8VQX. Good morning, Gary, and all the folks on the net. It's funny, it seems like almost every time I'm right behind VOX, there's Scott. In fact, I've heard him on HF every now and then, and I think or maybe it's just on the POTO website, and I see that call sign, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't spot that guy. It's kind of funny. Anyway, thanks for sorting that out, getting us separated there. Let's see, looks like it's about 13 degrees here, and light snow. Looking at the weather stump outside, it looks like about 2 inches on there. One of these days I'm going to tack a ruler to that thing, just for the snow. Anyway, doubtful I'm going to make the meeting tonight. I sort of committed to strapping boards on my feet and going downhill with a buddy. So if that falls through, then I'll be heading to the meeting. But anyway, I hope everyone has a good time, and I'll probably catch it on YouTube later. Thanks for getting me in, Gary. This is KE8VQX, back to AA8CS.
All right, Joe, thanks for being here this morning. We do appreciate that. To be young again. I'll tell you, I used to ski with my kids, and it was a lot of fun. I'm just too old, and I don't want to be broken. There you go. So that's that. Between the cold and I'm just not as brave as I used to be, I guess. But, man, that's a lot of fun, so enjoy yourself if you can. And if that does fall through, come on down. Yeah, it's going to be a good meeting. Let me take a moment. And the primary discussion tonight is going to be, twofold. Number one, we're going to take a look back at 2025. It was kind of a pretty good year for Sarah. We did some pretty cool things and got a whole bunch done, and the reorganization helped, so that was awesome. And then Winter Field Day coming up. Yeah, Winter Field Day, it's a collaboration between the Canton Amateur Radio Club and Sarah, and it should be a stellar operating event. We got a place in Sterling. It's going to be comfortable. We're going to do Winter Field Day. Well, I don't know if it's right or not, but nevertheless, it's what it's the way we do it. It's the way we do it. Yeah. All right. Joe, thanks for being here. We're going to clear with KE8VQX. I'm at the bottom of my list, and I'm looking for check-ins. Come on down. This is AA8CS, and I'm listening.
November 8, America, Charlie Papa. Norway 8, Alpha, Charlie Papa. Chris, New London, Ohio.
Kilo Charlie 8, November Oscar, TC, pretty mobile, Switchboro, in and out.
John is
November 8, Bravo, Alpha. November 8, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, N8, BAY. Ralph and Stowe, in and out today, Gary.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8 HRF, Josh Mobile.
Kilo 8, Papa Julia Whiskey, K8PJW.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5OZZ the Oz. Batesville, Indiana.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Oscar Golf, Pete in Leroy Township, KF8 EOG.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 TLB, Randy here in Rittman. Good morning, everyone.
KC1 BQS, Paul in Maine. Kilo KC1.
Roger, Paul.
Kilo 4.
Roger, Paul. All right, I'll pick it up, and I have you, Mark, as well. I got KC1FQV. I'm sorry, KC1VQS. I have Paul. I have K4OG. Sorry about the confusion there. And by the way, Mark, K4OG, number 42 today, buddy. Good job. Additionally, I have N8ACP at the top of the list. I have KC8NOV was in and out. N8BAY. Good morning, Ralph. I have you in and out as well. W8HRF, Josh Mobile, stand by. We'll get right to you. K8PJW, KI5OZZ. Nancy, how you doing? Good to hear you. KF8EOG, KE8TLB, KC1FQV, and K4OG, as I mentioned. So let's get our mobile in here first. W8HRF mobile to take it. Good morning, Josh. How you doing? Not too bad out there, is it? Or is it?
AAACS, W8HRF. Good morning, Gary. Thank you for picking me up. It's not too bad by my standards, but I think I'm learning that, I don't know. Maybe I just have a false sense of security. I don't know. We're just taking it slow here on the roads, and from what I'm seeing, everybody else is as well. So we're making it work. I haven't slipped yet. Knock on. I need some wood. There's some wood. The highways were clear. 76 was pretty clear, but heading up 43, there's snow on the ground, that's for sure. But we're making it work. Looks like Kent Roosevelt's closed, from what I see right now. What else is going on? I had a good evening last night. I managed to check off everything that was on my to-do list, Gary. That never happens. I always have a couple things extra. I'm very pleased about that. So, had a good beacon net last night, and that's about it. So, Nick at Night said it very well last night. Sign-up sheets on the website. Nick at Night's very interested for Winter Field Day. Nick at Night's very interested in the food sign-up sheet. We'd like to get as many people on that list by Saturday evening as possible so he can go out Sunday and buy the food we need. So there's that, and then I'm interested in filling up slots for operating. So there's plenty of spots open. Don't be bashful. Coming up not this Saturday, but next. It's going to be awesome. We're gonna do well, guys. We're going to do really well. So. All right, I'll see you tonight, Gary. I'm looking forward to it. We're bringing the family, so it should be a good time. AAHCS, W8HRF, 73 all.
All right, Josh, thanks for that. And Betty for president. That's what I have to say. W8HRF, we're going to clear with you, Josh. Thanks for being here, buddy. And we'll talk to you again real soon, like tonight. In the meantime, have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. All right, clear with HRF. Let's see. To the top, N8ACP. Chris, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Gary, and all on the net. Wave a hand over to the west towards Miss Nancy there. Nice to hear her voice again. And everybody's. We've got a level 2 snow emergency out here in Huron County, which I'm just barely in. And it's about 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperature's rising slowly. It was 65 in here this morning. I woke up and I've got the front porch. Would you stop it? I've got a happy kitten that I let in from outside, and she's chewing on my con line. Anyways, lots of firewood stocked, and so we're all set up. I've got about 16, 17 bays of wood stacked in between the pine trees, and the front porch is half stocked, so I don't have to go outside to get wood, so it should be good for the next couple of days. Hope everybody stays safe out there. Stay off the roads if you can, and if you can't, be careful. So, wish you guys the best of luck on Winter Field Day, and we'll catch you later. Alpha Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra in the group 7-3 from November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa.
N8ACP, AAHCS. All right, Chris. Thanks for that report, Huron County, and good to hear you. Yeah, good to hear you. It's been a while. N8ACP, we're going to clear with you. Let's head out to Twinsburg. KPJW. Phil, good morning. What say you? This is AAHCS.
AAHCS, KAPJW. Good morning, Gary. Good morning to the Brahmin netizens out there. Great to hear everyone on this thoroughly terrific Thursday, where we have 14 degrees, heading up to 19, and back down to 8. We got snow coming down. It's supposed to be around till about 7 p.m. So what the National Weather Service says. Tomorrow will be up to 30, so not too much relief there either, other than there'll be warmer than colder. Let's see. Barometer said 29.75, and our conspiracy gods have let up a little bit. We're at 295 now. So anyway, shoulder's coming along. It's icing it and doing the PT and stuff seems to be helping out. So hopefully that'll just continue on that route. Had a nice Rotary meeting last night. We talked about a lot of good stuff and just general good fellowship. So we're getting ready for the spring season where we're doing a lot of youth stuff, scholarships, speech contests, all that kind of stuff. So good, exciting stuff going on. With that, I'll take a break for time. So in 1797, the terrifying top hat caused a sensation. The first top hat worn by John Etherington of London. 1861, the steam elevator was patented by Elisha Otis. 1870, the donkey was first used as the symbol of the Democrat Party in Harper's Weekly. 1907, the three-element vacuum tube was patented by American inventor Lee DeForest. 1936, the first all-glass windowless structure in the U.S. was completed in Toledo, Ohio. And in 2001, Wikipedia goes online. The online encyclopedia has since become the largest reference work on the internet. And that's the way it was. This is K8PJW. Back to the net.
All right, Phil, thank you for the history lesson. We do appreciate that. That is fun. And all I can say is if history repeats itself, I am so getting myself a dinosaur. Oh, yes, I am. All right, we're going to clear with K8PJ and heading out to Indiana. This is a pleasure. Always a pleasure. KI5OZZ, the Oz. How you doing, Nancy? How are things? How's the fam? Tell me everything. Start to beginning. Don't leave anything out. KI5OZZ to take it. This is AA8CS. And Pete, KF8EOG, you are on deck.
AA8CS and the rest of the Barometer Netizens, good morning from KI5OZZ here in Batesville, Indiana, where it is a balmy 18 degrees, and the wind is anywhere between 8 and 12 miles per hour, and will be probably until the sun goes down-ish. Not a whole lot of snow. It did flurry here and there yesterday and all night, but it hasn't really stuck around because the wind has blown it. So there you go. Family's doing well, and we're staying inside today. So there you go. Work on the floor continues. We've got about 2/3 of the sheets laid down, and working on filling in the gaps and getting in the corners and so on like that. Let me give it a break. I want to wave howdy back to N8ACP there, and yeah, I've been in Indiana with my son and my grandson since after the Christmas break, and I will likely be here until spring break, but that is still a question mark at the moment, so there you go. On to today's idiom, which is the addition I decided to make into the Barometer Net in the morning. The expression "the whole 9 yards" basically means to give everything to its fullest, most perfect extent. And there is debate on where the idiom started. Back in the sailing armada days, on the three main masts, there would be also 3 yard arms that would hold additional sails to the mainsails, and those, when they had a good breeze and they wanted to get somewhere, they would put out all 9 yards and give it the full 9 yards. The other, let me give it a break. The other, and probably more common just because it's more recent, where it came from was from World War II, when the belt-fed machine guns were fed. The standard length to feed them was 27 feet, which is 9 yards. So when they would start feeding the machine gun, they would let her rip until they gave them the whole 9 yards. So there you go. KI5OZZ. Good to hear everybody on the Barometer Net this morning. 73 for now.
All right, Nancy. Hey, a little bit of trivia on the Barometer Net. That's exciting. The whole 9 yards. Yeah, I could go with either way. It certainly wouldn't be football, because if you only made 9 yards, you didn't get the first down. So that one's not going to work. All right. My best to you, Nancy, your son and your grandson. Get her done, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, we're going to clear with the odds. KI5OZZ. Let's pick up Pete, KF8EOG. Randy, TLB, you're on deck.
W8WKY.
Hey, 8CS, this is KF8EOG. Good morning, everybody on the net. It's about 16 degrees here now, and the sun has kind of come up. We are getting light snow at the moment in Leroy Township, and we got about 7.5 inches of snow overnight. I was out earlier when the net started doing some snow blowing on the tractor, and now I'm just kind of watching the new snow coming down a little bit here. It's going to let up a little bit, and then we're supposed to get a little more. Other than that, it's my wife's staying home today, doing work from home instead of driving in, and I'm home today, so it'll be a joyful day, and I wish everybody else here on the net a joyful day as well. KF8EOG, back to net control.
All right, Pete, thanks for that. Do appreciate it, sir. And you have a fabulous day, too. As a matter of fact, to be more specific, have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, because it is. KF8EOG, we're going to clear with you. Let's see what the Randy is doing. The Randy, TLB, KE8TLB to take it. AA8CS, and Paul, VQS, you're on deck.
Hey, all you groovy cats, groovy chicks. This is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB. Good morning, Gary. Yeah, I got the day off. I finally got me a part-time job driving. Pretty cool too, automotive paint store and supply. So yeah, they go all over the state of Ohio. I've been working. I started Monday, and shoot, I was all over. Tuesday, I was clear down in Zanesville, delivering down in there, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, it looks like I got a pretty cool job driving around, delivering paint supplies and stuff. So yeah, God is good. So yeah, Gary, I hope you guys have a good day today. And I'm gonna stay inside where it's warm. Looks like we just got a dusting of snow, so got the wood burner going. So just going to hang out here and maybe try to do some welding today. So Gary, appreciate you, and I'll see you at the meeting tonight. So this is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB, Randy and Rittman. 73, and God bless everyone.
All right, Randy, very good. Yeah, I knew you couldn't retire for long. You gotta be busy. That's for sure. All right, and that's a cool thing. I don't know if you're driving now. You didn't mention that, but this is hopefully not a whole lot going on. I just pulled up the radar, and it just seems like we're going to get a little bit more. But other than that, maybe I should maybe I should zoom out a little bit and see what's happening here. But man alive, it's yeah, I think we'll be clear for tonight in the meeting and stuff. I don't think the weather's going to be an issue. Other than cold. It's going to be cold, that's for sure. So button up. Bundle up. Yeah. All right. We're going to clear with you, Randy, KEATLB. You take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. And if you're driving, be safe out there. Let's see. Let's head up to Enfield, Maine. KC1 VQS. Good morning, Paul. How you doing? How's the weather up there?
Oh, good morning, Gary, and everyone on the net. We are at 35 degrees, 35.6 to be exact. It's light rain and some pretty dense fog. Our snowpack has really melted down, and of course it's left ice. I just saw the sand truck go by my house, so I imagine some of that black ice on the road is an issue, but I'm glad they got out and sanded. So that's the weather. I think we're going to cool down next week, but the next couple of 3 days look more like 20s during the day and a little clearer. So that's not too bad. We've had a challenging week. It started off with my wife's car having to be towed right from her workplace. So that's in the garage, and they tell us where to get it back tomorrow. Actually, what they're telling us, a belt snapped, and so that affected the power steering and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully it isn't too bad a fix. It's just waiting for them to work it in. And then Monday night, my wife was letting our dog out, and somehow she tripped over the doormat at the door and fell forward and hit her head on our steps. And she's got quite the black eye going on, and so she took Tuesday and Wednesday off because her eye was actually swollen shut. Last night it was showing really good signs of improvement, and now today most of the swelling has gone down, so she can see perfectly fine out of it. She's just got the discoloration, but she's back at work today. So this isn't very good timing because our daughter's wedding is coming up February 7th. So we're hoping that this heals up before then. So anyway, fingers crossed. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to you, Gary. Nice talking with you this morning. We'll try to check in tomorrow. KC1VQS, back to net.
KC1VQS, AA8CS. All right, Paul. You know, I'm sorry to hear that your wife fell. Gosh, that's, oh, man. Well, I'm glad she's okay. That's the important thing. Those things can be quite, falls can be quite dangerous. And ask Nick, KD8SLG. He was walking the dog, I think, well, let's see, it's been 2 years ago now, I think, something like that. And they had to remanufacture his ankle. So yeah, that can be quite quite dangerous, I guess. Also, Paul, I pulled the radar up and I scanned over to your side of the world there, and I see that it's rain ahead of all this ice and snow that we're experiencing right now. So yeah, that explains the temperature delta there. So anyway, enjoy the warm weather. Although I think you may be getting a little bit of rain out there. I'm thinking that that's what's going to happen. Anyway, always a pleasure, Paul, and tell your wife we're thinking about her, and hopefully all is well by your daughter's wedding. Lots of jokes flying, I bet. What'd you do to your wife, Paul? Yeah, I can hear it now. All right, KC1VQS. We're going to clear with you, Paul. Take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. We'll talk again soon. All right, number 42. K4OG, the original gangsta. Good morning, Mark. How you doing? This is AA8CS.
AA8CS, K4OG. Gary, this is a momentous occasion. I've been trying for number 42 for a couple of years. So that's awesome. I'm going to gracefully and happily, joyously accept it right after this request. Gary, if you could send out the minutes links again, I'd appreciate it. I found a typo in there from AI. AI referred to Jason as Nathan, so I quickly corrected that. And hey, the guy that's interested in the International Space Station, not that I've done it yet, but I will. I got some tips. I've found where the best time to make contacts with them is between 1830 and 1930 UTC, and on the weekends, they like to play around on the radio on their downtime. And set your radio to 437.8 downlink, 145.99 uplink with a tone of 67. And when you're tracking it, listen for the magic words, welcome to the ISS. There you go, Gary. 73s, everyone. We'll see you at the meeting tonight.
All right, Mark, great information, and congratulations on number 42. You wouldn't think that a simple number like 42 could be the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything. So there you go. Congratulations. And just check that one off your bucket list, buddy. All right, we're going to clear with K4OG. Oh, and of course, we'll see you tonight. We'll see you. I don't think it's, looking at the map, once this thing gets by us, I don't think we're going to have very much more this evening. I don't think, but who knows? But we don't have a whole lot of snow. I think they'll clean up the roads pretty good. All we have to do is bundle up, make sure we don't get too cold. There you go. All right. I'm at the bottom of my list. Wow. I can't believe it's already 8:30. Actually, 8:33. Let's make this the last call for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Thursday morning edition of the Barometer Net. Call here is AA8CS, and I'm listening. I am definitely listening. Come on down. This is the last call.
November 8, Zulu, X-Ray, Bravo, John, N8, ZXB.
Listening in. I'll be in and out. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Hotel.
KB8LJ.
Control, copy November mobile.
I believe I doubled with somebody. November 8, Zulu X-Ray Bravo, John, N8 ZXB.
All right. John, I got you right out of the gate. N8ZXB got you in the log. KF8CXH, I have you in and out. KB8LJ, Chuck, I have you in the log. There was a mobile station. I didn't catch the call. You were kind of broken up a little bit there. I don't think it was signal strength. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go with the mobile station first. Go ahead, re-identify, please. Slow down a little bit, if you don't mind. These old ears can't keep. But mobile station, you're on. This is AA8CS, and John, N8ZXB, you're on deck.
AA8CS, this is November 8, X-Ray, November Victor. Sorry, I was talking a little fast there. Headed out to Tiffin today. I'm on 303 by Pittsfield area. 14 degrees here, and the roads are pretty treacherous. Anyways, everyone have a great day. This is November 8, X-Ray, November Victor, back to
right, Jeff. Very good. Got you in the log. Yeah, slowing down helps me a whole lot, and do appreciate that. Thanks for the report there, and do appreciate you stopping by this morning on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. Take care. Stay warm. Be safe. Talk to you again soon. N8XNV Mobile, we're going to clear with you. Let's head let's see, to the top of the list here, N8ZXB. John, good morning. This is AA8CS. And Chuck, KB8LJ, you are on deck.
Well, good morning, everybody on the net, and glad to get in, although right at the tail end. Able to get down into the shack this morning instead of being portable. But everybody be safe out there. It's definitely slick, cold, and stay on the warm side of the door as much as you can. With that, I'll give it back to Nat. Everybody have a great day. N8ZXB.
All right, John, very good. Thanks for that. Thanks for being here. Great signal, by the way. N8ZXB, this is AA8CS 73, sir. Let's see. The other John, KF8CXH, was in and out. Good morning to you. Thanks for stopping by and waving a hand. Do appreciate that. Let's see. Who do we have here? KB8LJ. I think Jim called you earlier, Chuck. You must have been snoozing. This is AA8CS. Over to you.
Okay, AAHCS in the group from KB8LJ. Yes, I was basically snoozing because I was up until a ridiculously late hour, and I'm still fighting with getting my new internet service working. I will say I really like the quality of the equipment and the technical aspects of what AT&T has provided, but beyond that, AT&T is the most disgusting, scummy operation internally in terms of their back office. They're backstabbing all of their people that are trying to support the customers by not giving them the tools they need to do their job. And I still have stuff to resolve there. And I'm hoping I can do it over the phone today. Because if I can't do it that way, I'm going to have to make a trip to Rocky River, which I am not looking forward to. And the other problem of the day is I've essentially made the executive decision that I am not going to come to the meeting tonight. I would very much like to, but I don't want to go through a repeat of the Christmas party, which apparently was a massive weather conspiracy against western Cuyahoga County. But nevertheless, travel conditions then were so dangerous that you would have been an idiot to consider moving on. And I'm afraid we're seeing a repeat of that today. So, everybody enjoy the meeting, and this is KB8LJ. Back to that.
All right, Chuck. Seems like there's a lot on your plate there. Anyway, all right, you take care of it. Take care of business. We'll miss you tonight, but there'll be other meetings. And spring is on its way. It really is. Yeah, I think Rod, WHAX, this morning said that we gained 20 minutes since the shortest night or the shortest daylight period of the year. So we're on the upward trend as far as daylight's concerned, which means that spring is springing. Wow, is that optimistic? All right, we're going to clear with KB8LJ. Let's look to the right field bullpen and pull in the closer, W8CTM. Good morning, Kerry. 48 check-ins today, not too shabby. I got a ton on my plate today. I'm not going to hang around and see what we can do with the double nickel or anything like that, but I do need to get moving. But W8CTM to take it. This is AA8CS. We've done good, didn't we? Did we done good or not? I want to know. W8CTM to take it. This is AAHCS.
Good morning, Gary, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there. And yes, Gary, we done good. No doubt about it. Well, we done good about every day, you know, on the Barometer Net here. We was talking about that yesterday with Fred there. I think yesterday we had 52, I think. I don't know. It was in the low 50s yesterday, but yeah, you know, we used to look for the number 42, but we get so many check-ins and everything. We look for the number 55 today, but we didn't quite, not today, but these days we look for a higher number because we get so many check-ins here on the Barometer Net. Everybody must get out of bed a little earlier in the winter. I don't know. I don't, but anyway. Well, I don't have anything this morning. The lake's still wide open yet. There's no ice on around the shoreline there might be a little ice, but out in the middle of the lake, it's wide open out there. And yeah, I don't know when it'll freeze over, but this lake here, the Long Lake, it's not a good lake to go ice fishing on. There's too much current, and the wind keeps the lake from freezing over unless it really gets cold out there, and we haven't got that yet, but I'm sure we will because this is the middle of January here, and from the middle of January to the middle of February is usually our coldest part of winter, so we're just starting into the cold part, so enjoy it. Anyway, that's about all I have this morning. Hope everybody has a terrific Thursday out there and a weekend and everything goes well for everybody. And the kids will enjoy it today. I think just about all the schools are closed in Northeast Ohio. We don't have much snow here. There's maybe just over an inch of snow. I don't think there's 2 inches out there, but there's a little bit of snow. But at least I got my snowblower all tuned up. The guy put a new carburetor on it, and it starts on the first pull now. So hopefully I don't have to use it like I haven't for the last 3 years here, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'll say 73. This is W8CTM, Carry at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a terrific Thursday out there, and stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do. Put a smile on somebody's face when you have days like this out here. So with that, 73, and back to AA Custom Select there. And Gary, you can wrap it up, and you done good, buddy. You done good. With that, 73, and over to you, Gary.
Another brilliant close. Very good, Carrie. Thanks for that. Thanks for being a staple on this net. We do appreciate that immensely. All right. As I said, I need to jump out of here, so we're going to close her down. I want to thank everybody for being here, but I do want to remind you that this net does meet regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at the ungodly hour of 7 a.m. That's in the morning for the uninitiated. Runs about an hour-ish. Be a regular check-in. Keep this wonderful net alive. After all, it is the premier drive time net in northeastern Ohio. This is the W8WKY repeater located in Doylestown, Ohio. The frequency 147.39 megahertz. The PL is 114.8. If you're not all programmed up, get yourself all programmed up and come on down and join us. This is AAHCS, and I return this repeater back to regular and standard amateur radio use. 73, everybody have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and you know, because it is. 73 all, on clear.
Gary, are you still there, WB6BJN? Are you still there, WB6BJN? Guess when he clears, he's clear. WB6BJN clear.